Thogdad, let me quickly... Okay, let me basically just put it on a plate for you. Footballers play football, right?
Yes.
What do you think about them? They could be about to retire, they could be in their final year of football, they could be at the start of their career.
Yeah.
And they have a passion for it. But what do you think about footballers that start YouTube channels and, you know, they have to post regularly, but they also have to keep up their footballing ability? Do you think they should do that?
I think it has to be handled in the right way, Theo. First of all, I would find that very, very interesting.
Okay.
Because I'm interested in football. I mean, I love football, as you know. And I always like to read books by footballers and hear what they've got to say.
Yeah.
So if they did a YouTube channel, I would watch it.
Right.
Having said that, it's very hard to make a YouTube channel interesting, isn't it, Theo?
It is. And also, when you're trying to be a footballer, which takes up so much of your time, and you have to be on top form.
Yeah.
If you're not on top form, people will suddenly say, oh, it's because of the YouTube channel.
Yes.
If a footballer has a bad game, and you don't have a YouTube channel, they won't scapegoat you.
Yes.
But if you have a YouTube channel and you have a bad game, they will scapegoat you and be like, oh yeah, it's because you're not thinking about the football game, you'd rather think about what video you're going to post later. That is the reality of football fans, and that's the risk you're taking when you are a footballer. Now, what if I was to tell you, Dad, that Alphonso Davies, the Bayern, probably the best left back in the world, won the Champions League with Bayern Munich, has a YouTube channel.
Wow, that is... I didn't know that, Theo. Is it any good, though?
It's actually really good.
Is it?
Now, he makes this content with his missus.
Yeah.
He makes this... his missus plays for PSG, she's a women's footballer.
Okay, brilliant.
And they're both from Canada and from the same area.
Yeah.
And I think they met, like, in Canada. Now they're both doing their thing, but they have a YouTube channel that's really good. I think someone runs it for them. But Alphonso Davies kind of knows the game. Yeah. And pretty much, it's a channel where they post, like, Q&As. They do different videos where they react to, different stuff. Do you think Alphonso Davies, being such a high, like, world-class footballer... Oh my God, wait! Cavani's got a chance here! He's through! He's been taken down by...
Is that a red? Is that a red?
That might be a red. It's the last man. It's a red. It's a yellow. Now, Thogdad.
Yeah, so I will look out for this channel.
Yeah.
But my point is, Theo, it would have to be good. I mean, these guys are great footballers. Doesn't mean they're going to be great entertainers, great YouTubers, does it?
They are pretty good entertainers. Like, it's him and his missus. It's couple goals, really.
Yes.
Every time they're together, they make some videos, they make content. It's interesting, it's funny. And everybody loves it, you know?
Yes.
And what they've got is the US Canada audience that follow him because he's an elite footballer from North America, right?
Yes.
But also, he's got the European fan base because he plays for Bayern Munich and he's the best left back in the world this season. Yeah. But what would you say, Dad? Let me put you in a position. Yeah. Let's say you were the manager of Bolton. Yes. And let's pretend Alphonso Davies played for Bolton, okay? Obviously, he never will and it's unrealistic. But if he was in the squad, and another day, Bolton, one of the best teams in the world, would you say to him, as manager of Bolton Wanderers, if he was getting a bit distracted on the field and stuff like that, would you tell him to stop posting on his channel to focus on the football?
I would feel that I've got the right to, yes.
Okay.
Yes. But also, I'd set down the rules. I would say to him, look, obviously, if there's any tactics in the dressing room, there's certain things which should not be known to the outside world. Yeah. It might be, like I said, it might be strategy, it might be tactics, it might be a falling out between two players in the dressing room.
Definitely.
You should not be talking about that stuff, because that should stay behind closed doors. Yeah. So I think it's got to be managed very carefully.
It does, yeah.
So Alphonso Davies and his partner, I assume that's more of a lifestyle thing.
It is, I guess, but he's cleaned through Burnley. So we're going to pause our conversation about Alphonso Davies right here. Alphonso Davies. Yeah. If you were the manager, would you say stop the YouTube channel?
No, unless it was impacting his game in a serious way. Okay. Unless he said something about maybe the strategy about something that went on behind closed doors.
I don't think he would. It's interesting, right? Because he lives in Germany, he probably has less to do, right? Doesn't have as much to do. So he's obviously trying to use up his time whilst he's in Munich, and obviously his missus is in PSG. Yeah. So he's probably just uses his YouTube channel to do Q&As and stuff like that.
The other thing to think about, Theo, obviously Alphonso Davies will be a multi-millionaire by the time he's 30, 35.
Does he need the money from YouTube?
Okay, but
it's more for fun, isn't it?
Think about other players, Theo. Think about someone... Let's talk about David Wheater, our friend who was in the Premier League predictions. Yeah. How wonderful would it be if he set up his own channel and after he retires, that's another stream of income. That's the next job. Yeah, for sure. Someone like him becomes a YouTuber.
That could be a great idea. I think for some footballers, you know, Ben Foster, getting to the end of his career, perfect time to start a YouTube channel, sorted it out. He's allowed to have a GoPro behind the goal. You know, talks about his cycling stuff, catch-up, bit of banter with the players, fantasy Premier League. It's a banging vlog. You know, nearly 1 million people watch this channel every week.
Really?
Like, it's that big. It's that big.
Wow.
You've got to respect Ben Foster for what he does. I really enjoy his uploads. And quite frankly, guys, I'm sure you do too. So, Alphonso Davies, I think you should try to do something similar. Yeah. Try and start like a vlogging thing. at the Bayern game. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Like, not taking the piss, like, not in the dressing room. Like, that's not even Ben Foster does that, and he could probably get away with a lot. Because Alphonso's still young, he has to be careful with the senior lot. But someone, okay, it's ended 1-1. I did say.
Yeah.
I did say.
You did.
But someone like Muller would be cracking banter on his channel, and I think it would be brilliant if he did Bayern vlogs through, at the training ground, at the build up to a game, seeing fans, stuff like that. I think it would be amazing to have like a Bayern, like what Ben Foster does, but for Bayern. That is sick. Going away to Cologne. And reaction of what it's like to see what it really is like for a footballer at that level, elite level.
Yes,
that'd be awesome. That's my suggestion for Alphonso Davies. So overall, you like the fact that these footballers are starting YouTube channels?
Absolutely, I think it's wonderful.
Okay,
but if everyone did it, full well, a lot of them would just be rubbish.
Oh yeah. So if everyone did it, it's got to be good. Like Ben Foster is good. Alphonso Davies, it's more raw, but it's still very good.
Yeah,
because they're banter. I can't think of many that don't do it good because, so YouTubers that know the game usually write to footballers and they're like, okay, we'll hit you up with a footballer and you could do all the work from YouTube, we'll just do the recordings, right? So it's never usually done bad when a footballer takes it seriously, right?
Yes.
Anyway, that is our assessment of Alphonso Davies' YouTube channel.
Brilliant.
And comment down below what you think. Do you think it's good for footballers to start YouTube channels? I think it's brilliant.